We have this Marine Corps Colonel, Homeland Security is building domestic army.
When I was in Iraq, I was in charge, I was the Ministry of Defense Coordinator. My job was to man, train, and equip the Iraqi army in Al-Anbar, Najaf, Karbala, and northern Libya provinces. What's happening here is we're building a domestic military because it's unlawful, unconstitutional to use American troops on American soil. So what we're doing is we're building a military.
And that's a shorter clip of a much larger video. I do encourage you to go to Infowars.com and watch that for yourself. But just like this graphic says, more Mayberry, less Fallujah. People don't like to be treated like enemy combatants in their own home right here in the United States, such as what happened to me in the city of Austin, Texas. If you're a new viewer, last week I encountered a SWAT team who was raiding my neighbor's apartment. What were they looking for? I don't know. APD won't give me that police report. But I go down and I file a complaint against these officers, the ones you see on the screen, for violating my First Amendment rights and also illegally detaining me like this guy does in my own home. So I go down and I file a complaint with the complaint agent or whoever the guy was. And he says, you know, can you describe the officers? And just like you saw right there, I can't describe the officers because they're wearing black ski masks. And he says, well, what'd the guy look like? Well, I said, well, he kind of looked like Batman minus the ears and the cape, except Batman doesn't wear a mask, you know, over his face, over his mouth. And he says, you know, what would you like to see happen, the complaint agent? I said, well, I'd like to see the city of Austin make a rule that the officers cannot wear a mask in commission of their duties. Now, I understand, you know, an officer outside may wear sunglasses. I understand a bike cop may wear a helmet. But why do you need to wear a mask? And the guy says straight up, he says, they're not going to change the policy because you filed a complaint. I'm like, well, why do you have a job? I mean, I didn't say that to the guy. He was a nice guy. He was just, you know, some cog in the wheel of a system that goes nowhere. So I'm continuing my pursuit with APD, and I'll let you guys know more about that. But it ties into this: citizens alarmed as militarized cops invade Missouri neighborhood. Now, this is a situation where a SWAT raid is necessary and even recommended for any type of felony offense, any felony. So if you have hot checks outstanding and you have a warrant, they'll send a SWAT team after you. If you are illegally burning CDs and DVDs, you have a big operation on that, you have a warrant for that, they'll send a SWAT team after you. And this is just what they do to, you know, rationalize having SWAT teams everywhere, having these militarized police. For any type of offense, any type of felony warrant in this county, they can send a SWAT team after you. And it's just ridiculous. It's the militarization of police, people wearing ski masks and so forth, like you'll see in this video. Obama-backed militants execute teenage boys. Now, this is a situation that happened in Syria, and every day we have a new video, we have a new situation of the Syrian rebels using child soldiers, having kids play with dynamite, so on and so forth, eating people's internal organs. And we're not going to show you this video because it is very graphic, but you can go to Infowars.com and watch it for yourself. You can see the two young boys right there, teenage boys. The guy behind them steps out of the way, and these kids are pretty much unloaded on with rifles. You can see bullets pass through them and hit the wall behind them. It's very graphic, and this is what your tax dollars are going to support. Last week, I did a Married on the Street, and I was talking to people at the American Idol auditions here in the city of Austin. And one lady said, you know, I was talking to her about these topics, and she said, you know, every American should be against us arming our own opposition. And I said, yeah. And speaking of that, some people in the Northeast feel the same way.
This is Dan Bedondi reporting for the Infowars Nightly News, and we're in Newport, Rhode Island, and today we're going to ask the general public their thoughts on the latest conflicts in Syria, Egypt, and all over the world, and their thoughts about Edward Snowden, the whistleblower from the NSA. Now admitted, do you think the NSA spying on your emails and phone calls is for our safety, or is it treason against the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution?
I'm going to have to say treason.
Treason. I think they're obviously using fair judgment in deciding who's a terrorist and who isn't.
I think it's for our safety. Well, I'm not worried about the invasion of my privacy or any conversations I'm having.
I do believe it is a violation of our Fourth Amendment rights.
The commies are spying on you. Everyone's spying on you. The Chinese are spying on you, even the Albanians. So why not the NSA, whoever the hell they are?
I think that the U.S. has their obligation and responsibility to make sure that the public at large is safe.
As long as it's used appropriately, it's more for our safety.
Do you know what the Fourth Amendment is?
I can't say I do.
Right to privacy. Freedom of speech.
You tell me. Which one is that exactly?
Legal search and seizures and...
Okay. Yep.
Search and seizure.
Guns?
I don't recall right off the top.
Yes. A protection against our safety.
Do you think Edward Snowden, the whistleblower from the NSA, is a hero, or should he be charged for espionage?
I think he's a hero.
I think he's a hero. I think he's a hero.
Hero.
Charged with espionage.
He should definitely be charged.
If he's working for us, he really shouldn't turn on us.
I think he's an idiot.
Should President Obama put a stop to the NSA spying or just continue to ignore the issue?
I don't know, continue to ignore the issue. I know it's before Congress now, and Congress is going to vote on it, and I think that's a good idea at this point. But again, I really didn't have a problem with it the way it was.
He should forget about it and work on more important events.
It infringes upon like public's right to privacy. It should be, should be looked at.
I mean, yeah, they're infringing on our rights, but I don't know. I felt safer that knowing that they were doing it while they were, I feel safe.
I think he should probably continue to ignore the issue because it's for the public's safety.
I think he should put a stop to it because it's against our Fourth Amendment right.
He wouldn't have a clue, that fella.
I support the president fully.
I think spying is bad, but I think that if it's for our safety, sometimes it needs to be done.
I don't think he should ignore it, but seeing that I think that it might be for safety reasons, he should probably regulate it.
Can you name any recent scandals that President Obama and his administration have been involved in?
Too many to answer. He's an idiot.
Vexing the Tea Parties and making it difficult for them to get applications.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Besides this one, no.
Benghazi.
Not too many. I think the Obama administration has been pretty scandal-free, actually.
Such as Benghazi, Operation Fast and Furious.
Benghazi, I didn't think that they were at fault there. I mean, I think they've done the right thing now as far as closing the embassies, but I really didn't think that there was, anything at fault there as well. I mean, they could always they could always, look after the fact and point fingers.
I'm familiar with some.
No, but I think that when he captured Osama bin Laden, it helped out tremendously.
No, I love President Obama.
Benghazi, Fast and Furious.
He doesn't know anything about that stuff.
Do you think we should fund and send weapons to the rebels in Syria?
No.
No.
No?
No.
No, I do not.
I'd be worried about them getting in the wrong hands.
Certainly not. They're going to kill the Christians. They'll be bloody crazy. I've been there. I know what'll happen. It's sad.
Are you aware that the rebel groups are openly working with al-Qaeda now, and the al-Qaeda flag is now flying over their rebel-held positions?
No, I was not aware of that.
I wasn't aware, but I'm not doubtful of it.
Now I am.
Yes.
I was not aware.
I was not aware of that.
I wasn't aware of that.
Some of them are, and they're rat bags, and they're very, very dangerous. They're bloody idiots.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Yes, however, sometimes you have to work with the enemy in order to succeed.
Do you think funding al-Qaeda will make us safer?
No.
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 No, I do not.
No, I don't think that will at all.
No, I would not think that would make us safer.
Who?
Al-Qaeda?
Are you joking?
No, because recently the Pentagon awarded several contracts to al-Qaeda in Syria.
You'd be joking.
I have no comment on that either.
No.
No.
Are you aware that our government installed the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt using $1.3 billion of U.S. taxpayers' money?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I wasn't, but now I am.
I was aware.
No, but I am not at all surprised.
I'm not aware of that, no.
It's gone to the army, though, and they're going to kick him out, hopefully.
I was not aware of that.
Somewhat, but I don't think they can be solely justified for that.
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Do you think it's a violation of the Constitution for our military to police the world?
We have an obligation to the country, and I support our military fully.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I believe they should be more focused around our safety.
Your military to police the world, they're not going to. You'd be joking.
No.
I think we do have responsibility as a superpower in the world to protect people and protect rights of people. But I don't know, it's kind of tough way to draw those lines sometimes and putting American lives at risk.
Bringing awareness and getting the public's take on things is what the man on the street is all about. Those who give up civil liberties for security, you'll get neither nor deserve neither. So anybody that works for the NSA, the CIA, FBI, or any of the government alphabet agencies, you know what? If you know something's going wrong, it's your duty, your responsibility, so says the Declaration of Independence, to do something about it, regardless of the consequences, just like our founding fathers did, and they did something about it. So it's you who takes a sworn oath on the Constitution and to uphold the Constitution. And this is Dan Bedandi reporting for the InfoWars Nightly News.
The important thing about the Pro One filter today is that the material we use for removing fluoride and other heavy metals now will remove the latest form of fluoride called hydrofluorosilicic acid. There's no other fluoride reduction filter out there that will remove that type of fluoride. And it's extremely important because Today, we're hearing more and more cities are using that form of fluoride.
We've been having medication forced on us through the water system for quite a while. Most people don't realize it. Most people don't realize the negative effects of fluoride.
There's a wide range of health effects that are attributed to fluoride.
Bottom line, why should somebody get this new Pro One Pro Pure filter?
The reason to buy the Pro One, it's an all-in-one filter. It's convenient, easy to use. It doesn't require the add-on fluoride filter. And in addition, this filter removes the latest form of fluoride called hydrofluorosilicic acid.